Hi everyone, it's MISTI here. I posted on my blog about getting a MISTI, which stands for the most incredible stamping tool invented, and it certainly is, so I thought I'd do a quick video. I'm just popping a bit of scratch paper in, a piece of cardstock, and I've got a very plain border stamp, just a series of little lines from paper tray ink, and I'm popping that on an angle across the cardstock, lifting it with the lid, and I'm going to be stamping it with some distress inks because I wanted some vibrant colours so that it would show up. And I'm just closing the lid, pressing it down. You can see slightly on the left hand side that it hasn't exactly stamped evenly, so I'm giving it another inking and re-stamping. And the beauty of this tool is that you can see that it's stamped in exactly the same place again. So I'm cleaning my stamp off in between each line because I'm going to be doing different lines of colour. And what I'm going to be doing is scooting the paper up using the guide on the side so that the next line will fall just below the first one. You'll see what I mean in a minute. There we go with the orange. And again, I'm not 100% happy. I want the lines to be really crisp. So I'm just going to, because it's so easy, if I wasn't using this tool, I would have said, oh, that'll do. But because it's so easy, it's really so quick and simple to do a re-inking. So I'm quickly cleaning the stamp off in between each application, scooting the paper up, and stamping the line. And I'm moving down to mowed lawn next. I think that's peacock feathers. And then I'm going to go to seedless preserves. And once that's on, I'll go back to the pink that I started with. You can see at the left-hand side that there's a bit of a gap. I allowed for this because I haven't bought the magnets. I thought they came, I didn't read the details on the website, and I thought they came with the tool, and they didn't. They were extra. They're very inexpensive, but because I'm in the UK, and it was obviously silly to send again for another order to be mailed from the USA just for a couple of magnets. I've ordered some from Amazon and they're on their way, but it's just if you are thinking of getting this tool, then you need to order magnets at the same time. So I'll just trim that little edge off so that it's straight on the left hand side of the panel. I think at the moment the only place that you can buy these tools is direct from the manufacturer, which is mysweetpetunia.com, or from Simon Says Stamp in the USA. So I've trimmed that panel down and I'm popping it back in the MISTI. I keep wanting to call it MISTI. In the MISTI, and I'm just using a stamp, a very bold birthday sentiment from Clearly Besotted, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm putting the stamp face down where I want it on the card, pressing the lid down, which picks the stamp up, and then I'm going to ink it with some black VersaFine ink. I really need those magnets. You can see that I got a tiny bit of VersaFine onto the lid. I just wipe that off. Press the sentiment, which stamped beautifully straight away. So that's everything I need to do with the tool. I've already die cut. This is a Clearly Besotted die saying happy, and I'm using some Ranger matte multi-medium, just squirting some out, and I'll dab it on with my fingers. I like this adhesive because it dries clear, so even if any squeezes out on the sides of the little die cut, you're not going to notice it when it's dry. And I'm just trying to fit it so that the legs of the Ys fit in the right place. I actually cut 3 of these out and I glued them together before I made this video, so that there's a bit of dimension to it. And I had a little practice with the border stamp before I made this video, and I've die cut some little stars out using My Favourite Things die, just some tiny little stars, and I'm just dotting those about at the top there. I think this would make quite a decent birthday card for a man, actually, because it's very neutral. There's no flowers or frills or fancies about it. Or maybe a teenager, nice and bright and cheerful. And I pre-cut base. Oh, I'm adding some Wink of Stella clear glitter just to the stars, which you can't really see. It never shows up on video, but it does give a nice sheen. And I'm using some very flat foam tape just to raise this panel up a tiny little bit off the base card. And I've pre-cut and scored orange, quite a soft orange. It's basil cardstock. I'm afraid I don't know what colour it is, but I'm sure you're not really interested in that. And I'm just going to pop the panel onto that. So there we have it. I hope that's explained a little bit to you what you can do with this tool, and maybe you want to put it on your wish list. I'm certainly loving it, and there'll probably be another couple of videos in the pipeline. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.